The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. And the Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to pass. It's Wimsatt. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Out routes are timing routes. The QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Blue Hens offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's LeBoy. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Blue Hens line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Delaware. A great catch and run for 6.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Savage. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. It's a seam wide open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option. The quarter.
There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Silver. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. To the air. It's Wimsatt. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll return it from the 50. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught over the middle. It's Petway. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Blue Hens just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. You got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Western Kentucky was far from the friendly confines of Bowling Green, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Brown wants to pass. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me,
into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
but you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Silver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Brown will throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Brown wants to pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight.
Touchdown, Delaware! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Ready to try the point after. Extra point. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Gets it out fast. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Quick completion to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
All out of space.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Trying to keep the drive alive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
That it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incomplete. completion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw.
It's a running room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Williamson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cunningham. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Turning it on! Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a...
Wide open spaces! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, but you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Number 39 in 5 points.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Delaware's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. Good, solid tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Silver. Runs through the tackle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do.
He's loose. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Brown will throw it. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Great job on the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking, is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
2nd down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Oh, better look out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the run, fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Got rid of it just in time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're working that left side. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose on the right. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Middle
say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBoy. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Delaware. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. On target. Still running at the 40. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And his slip's just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The sure hands, it's Walker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And here comes the punt team.
Number 32, on to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's LeBoy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Blue Hens are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's LeBoy. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag.
Touchdown, Blue Hens! And here they come, almost all the way back.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it, he can do the rest, takes it to the house for 6.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Coming out with it, it's Lacy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Doherty. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Dropping back, it's Vattiato. Rushes on him. Turns it loose deep. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, MTSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Silver. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Snagged in the middle, it's LeBoy. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's a quick throw out to the left. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Blue Hens are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Silver. Running to Green.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
We got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's LeBoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for them.
Trying play action. And they can't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Vattiano. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Brown will throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab. And they'll knock him down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Silver. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catches plenty to give them a first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say. And
there he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Brown wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Scrambling away. Gets away from 1, finds room. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now, setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Ernie on the Jets.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing.